It's to 8, and there's a chance to luxuriate in Dorset's food pedigree on the telly this afternoon.
He's Brian Turner.
And she's Janet Street Porter.
I'm passionate about walking. These feet have taken me the length and breadth of Great Britain.
I've been privileged to cook all round the world, but it's Britain that I love. Fabulous produce, great ingredients, right here on the doorstep. Today we've come to beautiful Dorset. Nestled in the south of Britain, it's a county of contrasts offering the very best of countryside and coastline.
TV chef Brian Turner and Janet Street Porter, who've recorded a show called A Taste of Britain. Today's episode features some of the best that this county has to offer. Faggots from Bridport Butchers, RJ Balsam, ribeye steak from Little Breedy's Longlands Farm, and sea bream ceviche served up by my next guest. Taher Jibet runs the dining room in Weymouth and joins me in the studio now. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Talk to me a little bit about this. How did you wind up being filmed for the telly?
Well, a random phone call from the production company for this programme, just asking whether we'd like to be a part of it. They were looking for two chefs in Dorset, and we just happened to be one of the chosen.
Presumably, when a TV production company calls you up for that kind of thing, there's not much pause. You think this is going to be good experience, good exposure. Although I would have nerves about doing that kind of thing in front of camera. Is there any of that with you?
Absolutely, yeah. Of course there was. You get a phone call from the likes of the BBC One, production company, and it's like, ooh, what's going on here then?
And also, Janet Street Porter's got a reputation for being quite formidable. I know that she didn't really hang around for a great length of time, but that name, as soon as that drops, I'd be thinking, okay, gonna have to pull out my A game here.
Yeah, no, she wasn't around for long, but you definitely knew she was there. She definitely knew she'd been.
The interesting thing about these TV shows, I think people don't realise, is that, of course, you're not going to close the dining room down for the day to accommodate them.
Yeah.
You've got a lunch service, you've got a dinner service.
Yeah.
So effectively, they were having their lunch at sort of, 11:30 in the morning?
But yeah, it was around 11 o'clock by the time they sort of sat down and started eating their lunch. So it was a really early start for everybody.
And talk me through what you cooked for them. Was the idea is that the whole show is devoted to a county at a time, so you had to deal with just fully Dorset foods?
Yes, yeah. Anything local. So we used, obviously, what we have best in Weymouth is our local fish from the fishermen. And quite an interesting product as well is the Dorset wasabi,
right?
Which is grown here, obviously just up in Wimborne. It's a great product. I really love it.
And ceviche, I know I should know. That's a kind of raw fish.
What kind of? It's a South American dish. The fish is diced or chopped, and then it's cured in lime juice and salt, which essentially cooks it.
Right?
Yeah.
And were they nice to you? Have you got any concerns? I mean, is it going to be like one of these come dine with me experiences where you walk away from it feeling quite happy about the whole thing, and they're going to stick a mean voiceover on the top of it?
I'm somewhat nervous, of course, but by what they were saying on the day, all sounds quite promising.
Will you get a chance to watch? It's 3:45, so I imagine that's kind of in the chef lull period in the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah, luckily it's a good time for us. It would be if it was on at 8 o'clock this evening, I'd probably be missing it, but. Yeah, it's on my break, so...
Okay, well, look, very best of luck. I'm sure you will come across brilliantly. Is it the cut? I mean, having been through... Was this your first TV experience?
No, I've been on MasterChef as a judge, guest judge, before now, yeah.
But this is your first time effectively cooking in front of the camera?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So would you do it again?
Yeah, definitely.
If the BBC want to come knocking again, Taher's up for it. Well, look, good to see you. 3:45 this afternoon on BBC One for the Dorset Taste of Britain, as I say, featuring Taher and the restaurant, the dining room. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
It's 2:08, and there's a chance.